Well, live from Carson, California, it is the biggest moment in a plethora of these seniors here at the high school football level. It is the state championship. Pleasant good evening from the national sports radio station on Spreaker.com, along with Dan Gadino and the entire broadcast crew. Nick Rice here live from the StubHub Center. And Dan, these fans, to go along with the players and coaches, are in potentially their biggest game of the entire year, this being the state championship.
Yeah, and there's no better teams to do it than Redlands East Valley and Clayton Valley Charter. Two teams that come in with great records. Redlands comes in 14-1, Charter Valley 15-0. The interesting thing about Clayton Valley is they started off the season in week 1 in Carson City, Nevada. And here in week 16, they find themselves in Carson, California.
He's had that gunslinger mentality, hasn't he?
Really does.
The entire first half. Anthony Herrera has a couple of pieces, or a couple of guys that have been open, but it's just been a man who has absolutely no fear.
You say gunslinger, and I see his number 4, and I'm reminded of Brett Favre.
Yeah, I see it. Over the middle, pass caught by Vaughn, 25-20, open green grass to around the 15, and he's dropped right there. A pickup of 19 yards, and it was too easy for Chris Vaughn. That's the third first down on this drive, and all of a sudden here for the third time today, it's Redlands East Valley in the red zone. Here we go. Malik Lovett up the middle, dives to the end zone, reaches across the chalk, and he's in. Touchdown, Redlands East Valley, and we are at a square ball game, given the extra point is good, at 14 apiece.
The Oregon commit, Malik Lovett, showing his versatility. Not only is he going to catch a pass, he's also going to run them in.
Well, that's the second touchdown run by Malik Lovett today, your slot wide receiver.
Well, it'll be interesting if they do go to a pass now.
3rd and 15 from the 40 of Redlands. A play action, another bootleg. Looking long, floats it deep down the field. He's got a man open, caught inside the 10, 5, touchdown, Clayton Valley Charter.
Wow.
That was the running back, Miles Harrison. He can do it all.
Nate Kiesel, I'll tell you something about him. He just threw up the ball in the air. Reminds me of Eli Manning in the Super Bowl against the Patriots. He just threw it up for a miracle pass, and Miles Harrison comes up with a catch right down the sideline, in for 6. 20-14 now, Nick.
2 rushing touchdowns and over 140 yards on the ground for this running back in the first half. And on 3rd and 14, abracadabra, he's able to, in the passing game, haul in a monumental pass play for a touchdown. The extra point is good, and all of a sudden, Clayton Valley Charter, whenever Redlands has themselves a nice little drive for 6, it's these Eagles that always seem to answer. This touchdown puts it right back to a 7-point lead. Well, their starting running back, Joey Harmon, is off the field. It'll be on a 4th down, Tamon Faye-Malo, who will take it from here. He's to the left hip. And just like their quarterback, this head coach, a gunslinger mentality, they'll go for it. Shotgun snap. Herrera looking left. All sorts of time. Over the middle, it's hauled in this time. Lovett 20, 15, open green grass to the 5. Touchdown coming right back. The Redlands Wildcats answer.
Anthony Herrera, acting like a true gunslinger, just sits in the pocket patiently, finding Malik Lovett over the middle for a big touchdown, 20-21.
And an extra point would tie it on 4th down and 7. Malik Lovett, are you kidding me? Well, 3 TDs for Miles Harrison, Clayton Valley Charter running back, and now 3 touchdowns, the first through the air for Malik Lovett, and the extra point will tie things again. We are in one whale of a second half here from Carson.
Malik Lovett all year long has created a highlight reel for the ages, and here in the Division II championship game, it continues. He'll add on to that highlight reel.
Well, everybody up here in the booth, we can call ourselves fools. On 4th down, we were thinking about a punt, thinking about giving Clayton Valley Charter some bad field position, but Malik Lovett answered all the questions that we had about if this offense is clutch enough, if you will, to convert these critical 3rd and 4th downs. And I got to tip my cap off to this head coach for Redlands Valley.
Kurt Bruich, I mean, I talked about it earlier, how he's got to relax, punt the ball. He would yell at me and say, This is a championship game. This is no time to relax. This is not the regular season. Malik Lovett, trusting his ability to counter moves, to juke people. It kind of hurt him in the previous play.
4th down and a short one. Lovett will take it outside, and it looks like he's got the first down. Yes, he does. Across the 45, he needed one, and he was spun down for 6. And number 6, Malik Lovett, makes it 5 for 6 for this offense, converting 4th downs.
So 4 straight plays, 4 straight Wildcat plays, and Malik Lovett continues to be the star for Redlands.
And he keeps the drive alive. 7:53 to go. Fresh set of downs for Clayton Valley Charter. Keisel will keep to the outside. Keep it inside the 15. Wiggles to the 10. Cut back to the 5. Dives to the end zone. Did he get there? We'll have to wait and see. Yes, he did. Touchdown, Clayton Valley. And they are an extra point away from, yet again, Dan, the 5th time today, another tie ball game.
So Kizo, for the 2nd time tonight, gets his 2nd touchdown. And now a tie ball game pending the extra point, Nick.
Nate Keisel, in 15 games, only ran in for 5 TDs, yet has 2 rushing touchdowns thus far in the state championship, and none bigger than a 15-yard scamper to, with an extra point, tie the ball game at 34.
Hey, it's not like you're actually creating mistakes. You were overpowered at one point, but now you're in power.
Well, here goes the return, out squirming across the 40. Man to bring it back for Redlands is Taimon Faimalo, who had the rushing TD to start things in the 3rd. Clayton Valley signaling they got a fumble recovery, but it looked like he was down by contact. The officials are negotiating. There's no instant replay here at the high school level, and I would be shocked if these referees called it a turnover.
Looks like Redlands will remain with the ball. Oh, wow.
Oh, that's a disaster if you're Redlands East Valley. You still have the lead, but a fumble here in your own end on a kickoff return will give Clayton Valley Charter an opportunity to take the lead. This crowd is in it.
This crowd is definitely in it, Nick.
We'll take a look at the instant replay here as Clayton Valley was able to get a hand on that football as Faimalo coughed it up, but he was well down by contact. The running back was down for 2, 3, even 4 seconds. What's extremely unfortunate is that we have the opportunity to see up here in the booth that these referees had absolutely no business calling that a turnover. You just wish that you're able to tell these officials what really happened. Redlands East Valley, this happens every once in a while. You'll have plays that you really shouldn't. Officials, They don't dictate every game, but sometimes you get a call or a bounce that doesn't go your way. We'll see right here what these Wildcats are made of. Miles Harrison, halfback, as a senior in his final game as a member of Clayton Valley Charter. He's playing a whale of a football game here tonight. 4 minutes, 26 seconds to go. 3rd and short. Delay handoff to Harrison. Bouncing outside. Sprinting to the 10, to the 5. Reaching to the pylon, and he's short. He was knocked out of bounds at the Redlands 3. He was able to lean to the end zone, though, but in a critical carry gives Clayton Valley Charter a 1st and goal.
Miles Harrison showing us what effort and just wanting it badly could do. Nearly scoring, reaching for the pylon.
I think if this was the first half, he would have been able to run into the end zone, but he is tired and wasn't able to get the energy needed to find the end zone. It will be a 1st and goal. Number 3, Miles Harrison, is 3 yards away, if you will, from a touchdown to give them the lead. 3rd and 14. Here we go. Redlands East Valley is a mere 14 yards away from a win in the state championship. A 4-wide set. Herrera, will he throw? Harmon is flanked to the right hip of the quarterback. Back to throw. Herrera floats it over the middle. It's caught. Malik Lovett's got a 1st down to win the state championship. And what a way to do it. Malik Lovett down the sideline is able to pick up an oh-so-critical state championship ceiling. Redlands 1st down. Move the chains.
And once again, it's Batman and Robin, the dynamic duo of Herrera to Malik. I mean, it's been working all season long, and when it counts most, here we go again.
What a fitting way to win this state championship game. Malik Lovett has been the player of the football game. 3 touchdowns. 2 on the ground, 1 through the air in just the first half for Malik Lovett. Huge, monumental underdogs in this game. And all of a sudden, with 3 forced turnovers, that defense wins it for Redlands East Valley. What a way to come out on top. Clayton Valley Charter hasn't lost in nearly 2 years, and Redlands East Valley is the team to knock them off.
Should we consider this an upset? Probably not. I mean, Redlands did come into this game a slight underdog, but for them to come away this victory, I would say in a convincing fashion. Yeah, Clayton Valley missed 2 extra points that would have essentially given them the win. 35-34 would have been the score if they would have converted on both extra points. But it just goes to show sometimes it's the star players that step up, and Malik Lovett, well, he's your MVP tonight for me at least.
For the 4th time in as many games, Redlands East Valley, they had to crawl back from a deficit early on in the first half, and they are victorious in a 34-33 nail-biter here out of the StubHub Center. They earned every point possible, and the Wildcats are your 2014 high school football D2 state champions. Thank you all for joining us on the National Sports Radio station. We will return at around 8 p.m. Pacific for the presentation of the De La Salle Spartans and the Corona Centennial Huskies for the Open Division State Championship.